Welcome, my beautiful collective. I'm Lotus the Sage. I'm excited for today's reading. Well, not excited in a excited way, but excited to hopefully give some relief. So today's pick a card reading is going to be information on how to ease some of the chaos that's happening in your life. So I did this reading twice for myself, and the interesting thing that I wasn't expecting to show up was chaos in a good sense, like in the positive sense, like obviously chaos and change, they create sometimes just difficulties or things that you may feel that you're not ready to handle when it comes to chaos, or there's just an overwhelm sense. So for one of the first readings I did for myself, it was about like a whole bunch of positivity that's coming in and me fearing that it might, just disappear, or me waiting for the shoe to drop. That was the energy, and I was kind of surprised, to be honest. I was like, okay. And then the following energy, or the second reading I did, was a little bit more directed at, let's say, a way of being, like a chaos within. So when we're going into these readings and you are looking at how it resonates with your current circumstances, think about all aspects of your life, internally and externally, positive and negative, in your viewpoint. Amazing. So that being said, we have 3 piles as per usual. We have multiple topics that we're going to find out about this chaos, how you've been feeling, what actually the chaos is, in which area of your life possibly, some advice moving forward, etc. So for pile 1, your card is 555. I'll read it to you in your pile. I'm optimistic. Pile 2, you have number 2. I am diplomatic. And pile 3, you have 666. I am centered. Take a second, my loves. See which card or numbers might be calling to you, and I will see you at that choice. Welcome, my pile 1s who chose the 555s. These are your opening messages, which is technically going to let us know what the actual chaos is in your life. I'm going to spread out the tarot first before we get started. We'll look at these at the very end. We're taking 6 cards from the tarot today. All right, my lovelies of pile 1. First, your 555 card says, a major shift is about to come into your life, experience, and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. Okay, so your first part of your current chaos is the hunter. Sure-footedness, predestination. Then we have the threshold, number 45. And then we have the astronomer, discovery and augury. What I'm getting first for you, my collective of pile 1s, it feels like you are on the precipice, hence the threshold, of stepping out of an experience, that's not the word, stepping out of a lifetime, it sort of feels like, or a pattern in your life that has been so steady, that has been sort of pre-planned, has been sort of mapped out for you. And it feels like you're wanting, from this energy that I'm getting, or deep down, you're wanting to do something different, to explore, to not have a predestination, to discover, to step past this threshold, to see beyond, to find an adventure. So it's almost like you're debating or toggling between leaving something very sturdy into something that is unclear, unsure, untapped terrain. So this chaos within you that you might be, again, feeling some type of way about, it's because you're literally at the precipice of making that decision. And I feel as of right now that spirit is leaning you towards that discovery, that the astronomer, the vagabond, the wanderer. And to use some of that hunter energy of knowing exactly what you're going after and where to find it, without getting, I guess, caught up in the way things had been done or have been done or can be done. There's a feeling of fear or scared to step outside of that box, even just to tiptoe outside of it. I'm hearing that might be coming from a lack of confidence. They just brought me to the orange and yellow in the card and to the candles. So that sacral chakra for you might be underactivated currently. Interesting. Okay, pile one. Let's see what the tarot has to add. And the tarot I'm using today is going to give us a feeling of how you've been feeling, how this is making you react, not react, what's been going on, so to speak. We'll get as much information as is allowed through the cards. We have the Magician. The Seven of Coins. The Ace of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. Two of Coins. The Hanged Man. And the Moon. What I'm getting, loves, is as I was feeling in the first energies, there's a sense of being ready. Like you have everything that you need, and there's the Seven of Coins in this deck talks about wisdom through stages, an alchemical process of wisdom, you know, of gaining what you needed. And I think that was through that hunter energy, that sure-footedness. But now you're at that precipice, that threshold to discover something new, which is to create something new, which is that Ace of Wands for me. There is an energy that is very clear here that you want this, that you want to do something else, but you are still in this sort of limbo phase of fighting the appetite and the will. And so again, it's almost like you're allowing yourself to stay in this position because of a lack of a decision. Not because you're not capable or not willing. Maybe you're not willing, but I don't feel it so much. I think it's a little bit more fearful of the unknown, of the unexpected, which is that moon energy, of what to expect, of the shadows, of the unseen, of effing up, of making a wrong choice, of being too emotionally drawn to something. So I understand this, like this fire that sparked, this creative energy that wants, but still toggling between should I, even though I feel this way. And I think you should. That's, you know, based on what I'm seeing here, I don't feel anything that is resisting this change or this want for you other than your doubt. So as the 555 you chose, a major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. They said it to you, pile one. They said it to you. Underneath your deck, you have the Lovers. There's, if you don't like graphic imagery, you know, this Lovers, there's two Lovers in this deck, and This one is the actual conjoining of lovers. The other one's sort of like the courting and the partnership. So it feels like you finally get a chance, as my feeling is that that's what you want, is to merge with this part of yourself, to finally conjoin with the things that you're actually desiring, as opposed to doubting or self-sabotaging or waiting too long for, I don't know if it's too long, just waiting for unnecessary, I want to say unnecessary fears, even though they're founded. I totally get them, but they're unnecessary because of the strength and power I find and feel behind these cards. Okay. Let's find out how to navigate the feelings that you've been having, how to eventually come to a conclusion, hopefully. We're going to use all oracle cards for clarification. Gonna take them as they fall in. That's interesting. I wonder if it's 6 cards. What? Wow. Exactly 6. This was definitely meant for you, 𝗏1. That's hilarious. Okay. Can you see all of these bad boys? I think so. Alright. Let's get some info on how to navigate this. You have a deep breath. No shit. Number 7. Okay, I'm gonna flip them all and get the energies. A powerful move. Actually, I'm gonna get the first 3 and then let it go. I like this. So naturally, I'm just gonna read it to you quite literally. Taking a deep breath, allow yourself to take that action and let go of any of the fear. That's what I'm feeling first. When it comes to like a deep breath in the magician, I'm again feeling this ready to alchemize what it is that you desire, which is that powerful move. And what you desire requires a letting go of the past version of yourself or past beliefs about yourself and or your capabilities. Great big love. Yeah, that's your desire, what you actually want to go after, what you're like looking at, tiptoeing towards, leaning towards, but haven't stepped towards. A grand symphony. Yeah, the coming together of all these beautiful parts of you. And then birds of a feather. Oh, you'll find your tribe, your people, man. Come on, 𝗏1. What is there to fear when it comes to the grand scheme of really trusting and putting your faith in spirit? You know, because if you let go, there is this great big love, this grand symphony of like-minded people, of birds who flock to get birds of a feather, your people, you know? And that great big love is allowing yourself to make that choice, to stand in that space, to go into that liminal space, that discovery space, that wander space, so that you can find, again, what it is that you're actually seeking when it comes to like a soul resonance. That's awesome. And then you have a tall tale. Interesting. That's what the underlying fear is, hey? Okay, so what Spirit's telling me here, in addition to these messages of why I was like, why are you so afraid? What is it that you're fearing? And I think that it's what I'm getting from a tall tale is you fearing more of the same, more of the, it will be a lie, or it will turn out the same way it has in the past. You know, and I think that's a part of this letting go of the falsities around you and the people around you too, that will allow you to step into this birds of a feather energy, this great big love, a grand symphony of energies, but that requires a powerful move from you to trust in your own magic. Take that breath, you know, get yourself out of that limbo stage and trust that this is the right path for you. To move you out of that chaos, you know? Amazing. We're going to get 3 tea leaf cards on this energy side first, just randomly. We have the month of May, table hard work ahead, and misunderstanding. Sorry, not the best way to show you this. Amazing. Okay. So the month of May could be significant, whether that's a birthday, a name, a season, an astrological season. Regardless, it feels like a change is what I'm getting, like a change in season, a change in the weather, a change in atmosphere. But hard work is ahead of you. And I think there is maybe you're contending with a misunderstanding. Maybe there has been the misunderstanding within yourself. Maybe you are, I don't know, somehow getting guilt tripped somehow into not allowing yourself to transition from one phase into another. But I feel like there's hard work for you to overcome this misunderstanding, whether it be within your environment or within yourself, to allow yourself to let go of whatever it is that's holding you back from stepping into that, beyond that threshold. 3 more on the other side. We have younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Coins, money will be coming to you. And star, guaranteed success. I love that. So my love, talk about birds of a feather. It feels like you find a relationship, a friendship, a partnership, a business ship, whatever it is, but it's associated with this great big love and you making that change and that shift. And whatever that voluntary sacrifice that you stepped into for however long, I feel like you're getting your rewards now if you choose to take a leap in this direction. Because that is that guaranteed success. Money will be coming to you. A great big love, a grand symphony, birds of a feather. You know, it will not be the same old tale. So don't be afraid of this, my lovely. I really, truly feel that for you. Love that. Okay, let's get a look at your closing messages. Sorry. Which is going to give us how to ease this actual chaos, right? Which we've already stepped into, but just some words, your self-care package to close off your messages. Your first one is a big glass of water. A deep breath, a big glass of water, replenish, restore, nutrients. Wow, a body work session. Here that we're talking about that chakra. It could be a massage, could be exercise, could be dance, just to sort of like recalibrate the flow of energy in your body. A cozy nook, and then relaxation. Yeah, time to meditate. Think about your next steps. Really digest in what has come up for you too. Be optimistic about what's changing in your life, and a mindful moment. Yeah. That's what it is for you, my love, right now. Water, hydration, exercise or massage or self-care in some way, relaxation, meditation, all of this will help you bring the answers or find the answers that you're seeking so that you can make this shift that this chaos is actually wanting for you, that this energy shift for you, this positive change in your life is here for you, to benefit you. So my beautiful collective of part 1, I hope that was helpful. I hope this served you. I am sending you the most amount of love. Please keep watering your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my beautiful pal 2s who chose a number 2. Your card says, you have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. I am diplomatic. All right, my love, so keep that in mind as we go into the first set of cards, which is going to let us know what your current chaos might be happening in your life, or which areas. It's more so the chaos that's happening in your life. All right, let's find out. We have the cartomancer. Wow, the chiromancer. Wow, that was a weird... Anyways, it says delivering news, collaboration. My tarot reader pile, my spiritualist pile. Then we have the queen. And then the founder. Interesting. Foundations and community. Interesting, pile 2. You know what I'm getting first off the bat for you guys, pile 2? Like I said, I'm getting right away the tarot readers, the spiritualists, the spiritual healers, the coaches, etc., etc., etc. But this feels a little bit more tarot readers, mediums, channelers, Reiki healers, as opposed to coaching, even though you're doing the coaching anyway. I hope I'm separating this in your ears. It makes sense. Anyways, what I'm getting here is there's a wisdom, there's an ancient type of knowledge when it comes to your gift. It feels like I'm hearing centuries old. I feel like you've mastered something. And what I'm getting here, it's almost like opposite from what the cards are giving me. It's feeling like this is a hypothetical scenario, as if you were ahead of a community, and I don't know if the values or the fundamentals within that community that was sort of founded or developed or started or close to the beginning members of it shifted in a way that may not be in alignment with you anymore. They're telling me like false prophets. You know, like that's how it's coming out to me. This is very interesting, pile 2. I don't know what they mean. I don't know if this is a phrase, but I'm hearing the serpent's hand. I don't know what that is. I'm going to look it up after your reading, if there's any significance that I'm not aware of. But let me know if you know something else, or that triggers or rings true to you in some way. There's also like this halting energy of like stopping your involvement in, or maybe I don't know, this is interesting, pile 2. So I'm going back to the card that you've chosen here. You have a great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allows you to see all sides of any situation. And I feel if that's the case, I think you're diplomatically or consciously choosing to step away from something. Excuse me. Apologies about that interruption. However, I do think this has something to do with you of like there's a busyness here is what I'm getting, and I feel like when I was talking about there's a stop energy, it's like this, we need to stop this, or the involvement needs to stop, or my participation needs to stop, or something else. There's like, it's like you are on the top of some sort of hierarchical, I don't know, or you're viewed in that way. There's a lot of respect for you. There's a lot of like admiration and looking up to you. Idolizing is also what I'm getting in a sense. This is very interesting, pile 2. There's another layer here that I'm not quite grasping. I can feel it. All right, let's see what the tarot has to add, my lovelies. And this tarot is going to give us how you've been feeling, what's been going on, how you've been handling it possibly. We're going to get 6 of these cards. All right, my lovelies. First that came out you have is the Sun. Then you have the King of Vessels, King of Cups. Then you have the Ten of Cups, Ten of Vessels. The World. The Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. And then 2 came out for your last. You have the Six of Swords, which I'm actually not surprised to see at all. And the Ace of Cups. My love, what I'm feeling for you, or how you've been feeling, is, again, like there's this energy of being at the pinnacle or being at the top, or really being bright and giving into something, like I said about your community. This bright energy that filling the cup up, and also the cup being filled. It was a really harmonious environment, all included. This is what I'm getting. And then this particular deck has different translations for some of the traditional cards, and this particular 10 of discs or 10 of pentacles talks about being blinded by material things. And it feels this is where that shift is happening. Like there's something about the fundamentals of that environment that is no longer in alignment with you, and it might very specifically have to do with money, about it becoming a money grab now as opposed to really helping and really giving to people. And I think that's part of the reason, if this is correctly for you, your pile, the Six of Swords energy of moving away from this environment into something, again, more giving, more peaceful, more loving, which is where you originally started, you know, how you originally started, what you originally wanted to do, what you were doing. But there has been a shift in dynamics, either a shift in the I'm hearing the hiring process for some, and also the people who are actually getting praised for work that is not really helping. It's just aiding to the fear, or aiding to the ailment. Like it's the band-aid. This is very interesting, pile 2. There could be an energy too for some, like either like you may have even retired or something like this, and now this is the storyline they're giving me, and then the person who's taken it over from you has sort of, again, raped its resources. You know, like it went into it assuming that they would make what you made or get the same sort of bounty that you did, but you were doing the good work, and this person came in a little bit more selfish, a little bit more greedy, as another interpretation that I'm getting here. You know, like they might have duped you with their talk or smooth talk, but in reality they were just really after the coin or what it could do for them. There is that flip side in here too. This is interesting, pile 2. So it feels like that's how you've been feeling. You're like, I need to get away from this energy. And I guess this is what I was getting, this stop energy. And maybe that serpent hand has something to do with that too, that financial thief, or that, you know, grifter type of energy that, I don't know, there's something underneath it too. As like I said, there's something I'm not quite fully grasping, and I am aware. Underneath your deck, wow. You have Judgment. Yeah, I really just do feel that way. I feel like you've made your own judgment. I feel like you're not going back to this scenario. I don't think there's really, like, you'd like to give second chances, but it feels like your second chance is going to be like cutting ties and starting somewhere else, if that's what you want. This is interesting. What's underneath this? Yeah, the Six of Coins. Yeah, it feels like it's almost like taking it back or giving it to somebody else or starting again, and there's something else, investing in somebody else. There's something along those lines where your energy is like, I'm no longer, again, I'm not in alignment with this community or this foundation or this way of being. I'm going to find it elsewhere or to do something else. This is interesting. Okay, let's find out how to navigate these energies, my lovely. We should figure it out a little bit, but we're using all guidance cards. I just heard Spirit saying, be, not that you're not, but be grateful for you being able to catch it when you did catch it. whatever this energy was, you caught it in time, or you saw it in time. Like there's something about you catching it in time. Wow, okay. So I'm going to read them, show them all to you first, then I'm going to connect the energies. We have Divine Matrix. The Rose's Kiss. Close Encounters. What I'm getting, my lovely, first, here, the same energy that I was talking about, like you being in that right place, you getting the right downloads, you being like that queen, that top of whatever, blessing your gifts onto so many and giving such beautiful emotional connections and close encounters of beautiful people that you helped is what I'm getting. Birds of a feather, everybody was welcome. There was a sense of harmony here. I cannot stress that enough. And then I was talking about the spirit of gratitude. It's like this, I'm feeling like for you to navigate this is what they're saying, like be grateful that you saw what this was, or who this was, or how this person actually operates, depending on your scenario, or however this sits in your life, of being shown it when you did, because there's something about you catching it before was really of a bigger detriment to the foundation, to the community, to the souls that were looking for help. And that power of your purpose led you to step away, to disconnect, to rebuild, or to start over in some respect, for you to maintain its legacy, maintain its integrity in some regard. And you being this diplomatic, beautiful solution finder, unbiased nature allows people more to trust you. So it feels like they will follow if that's something that applies, you know? Or they will come, however that resonates for you. Amazing. Okay, so let's see what's underneath the deck. We have imperfect harmony. Look, to find that again, this is what we were talking about, that harmony in the beginning. Like that's what you're going back after. It's like I need to reestablish this safe space again, where it really hasn't been that for since this entrance of this energy, whoever this one is. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna get 3 cards for this energy over here at random. We have the Door. Opportunities are waiting for you. The Beetle. Good fortune. And Hills. Obstacles to overcome. Which is what you did. Opportunities waiting for you. You took that opportunity. You had some great fortune with it. You had some obstacles naturally to overcome, but you found it. You founded whatever this was. This was all gravy for you here. Nothing I don't feel. Then you have good luck. Look at this. Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. And then Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. This is exactly what I'm getting here, my lovely. It's like you set whoever, whatever this is, you set something up that was like on good foundation, on good footing. It's like, good luck, take it and run with it. And then it was just, again, this broken wish. This didn't get fulfilled. It was taken too lightly. It was, what I'm getting, it's almost like, this is not the scenario, but you know when a family owns a restaurant and you know one of the children gets it gifted to them, but they're not really into the business, and all they do is like have their friends over at the bar, everything's discounted, and eventually your business goes under. Like this is this kind of feeling. Lighthearted, carefree, not really worrying about it, thinking that you're just going to be sustained in some way. Like that's what this energy is. Something was definitely taken for granted. And it wasn't on your end, my love. It was whomever or whatever had been either running it or working within it or advertising it or handling something money-wise about it. There's something else that was there. So my lovelies, let's get your closing messages, my beautiful pile. Choose to ease this chaos, some closing words. Of course, all of this is included. Let's see what we got. We have something you're good at. How to ease this chaos. Do something that you're good at, which is all of this. An experiment. Ooh. I wonder if this was the experiment, if this person or this type of dealings or business transaction was the experiment. I'm curious about that. Or they're asking you to experiment with something new, which is also applicable for this new energy that you're stepping into. A few wise words. I think this is a twofold for you. You are the person, like we talked about this diplomatic energy, that you've been able to give this wise words. And I feel like you need to deliver some wise words to this energy that may have been a part of this broken wish. And then a big ask. A big ask. Yeah. That's on so many layers there. A big ask of you. It's a big ask of this person to step up. It's a big ask of you to step away. Like all of this stuff, you know, to like rebuild in some way. But how to get through and navigate through this chaos, my lovely. It's through something that you're good at. Maybe it's something experimental. A few wise words could help a lot, even though it might feel like a big ask. Step into that energy, because your power is purpose. And your purpose is power. So, yes, my beautiful collective, I hope this resonated. I hope this served you. I would love to know how this chiromancer energy fits into what I was picking up here for you guys, my collectives. I'm sending you the most amount of love. Please keep watering your lives. Until next time. Ciao. Welcome my pal threes who chose the 666s. I'm going to spread out your tarot cards first, actually. I didn't do this for pile 2. The energies are always different for each pile. Either way, I'm going to get 6 of these cards, and then we'll get into your messages. Alright, my loves of pile 3, your 666 card says, a wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. I am centered. Interesting. So keep that in mind as we continue. So your first set of messages are going to be your current chaos, or where this chaos might be sitting for you currently. We have the twins, self-protection, dual natures. Then we have the prayer, 65. And then we have the catalyst, radical changes, taking control. Wow, pal 3. Okay, so the very first and the strongest energy I'm getting is this a twin flame type of energy here. It feels very romantic, so if this is not like a romantic situation or heavily based in some sort of romance, this may not be your pile. However, we'll see as the messages continue. I'm getting this energy of this person, if this is a romantic situation, is a catalyst for you. You know, it's the person to remind you, to show you the other side, to the shadow to your light, the light to your shadow. I'm not really sure. Either way, it feels like they were a catalyst for change for you in your life. For you, as they said, a wake-up call to re-examine your current situation. I'm feeling there is a hurt and a sadness here. I'm not sure if this situation worked out or didn't. It doesn't feel like it did in the way that you wanted it to. Hence this sort of prayer energy, like this wishing for it to work, or wishing for this to be more than it was or is. The other energy I'm getting here is a duality within yourself, that an outside force has stimulated something within you to invoke a deep sense or want for change. Yeah, there is a sadness here though. So it feels for you, my lovely, the chaos within this situation has to do with emotional chaos, has to do with a self-reflective type of chaos. You might be self-protecting right now to avoid these radical changes, trying to take control of the situations instead of trying to allow sort of like the chaos to play, you know? This is interesting, pile 3. Okay. I'm hearing like the journey's just begun. Like just begun. Damn. Okay. We're going into the tarot to find out how you might be feeling or how you have been feeling, how you might have been, you know, negotiating the energies, handling it, not handling it, etc. We have the Lady of Swords in the reverse. 4 of Swords. Strength. Three of Pentacles, 3 of Coins. The Tower. And the King of Vessels, King of Cups. I think you were shocked, surprised. And I also don't think that you jumped into this particular situation either. I think you did take your time. And you showed your strength, and you showed your, I don't know how to say this, respectability in some regard. But you were, it feels like you were taking notes though. Like that's the best way I can describe this. It's almost like you were overly analytical or overly observant, or just so taken in by it that it was very what would be the word? Like you absorbed a lot of it. Like I don't know how else to describe it. You were just taking in a lot of it. And I think there was an attachment wound here. Like whatever it is that you created within this observation in your mind of what you saw, what you felt, what you were taking note of, it created an attachment to this energy in some way, and Spirit had to come in to intervene. So I don't know if you were like hyperly focused on something else before this energy came into your life, if you were in some sort of like barrier or blockage when it came to like communicating or getting yourself out there or speaking your truth in some way, showing what you are, who you are. Like I don't know if you were in like hibernation for a while, you know, so to speak. But it feels like Spirit has brought something in. I don't know if it's this person that's like a love energy. It does feel like a love energy, but it's an emotional energy for sure. And again, it's feeling like you're in a whirlwind. Like I'm feeling like these birds that I'm looking at that are like flying in, not in a tornado, but it's sort of like that where they're just not navigating or at the mercy of the currents. You know, like that's what I'm seeing here. And it feels like you're trying to like hold on for control, and I feel like Spirit's like you have to just let go and go for the ride. You can't be overly cautious about this. But you can't be overly attached either. There's a 50-50 here. Like some of you guys, I feel like this is just starting. Some of you guys, I feel like it's ending or it's ended. And some of you guys are reminiscing. This is very, very interesting. I do want to get a couple of clarifiers for you. I want to get a clarifier on the 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Like they're telling me that it's in the reverse, because it's like they're telling me like you wanted to start something, or something could have been started but didn't get really started. Premature in energy, not confident enough in an action, not confident enough in their action, excuse me. wanting to be replenished through somebody or something else. We had to make you aware. And the only way to do that was to bring in an energy that would rock your foundation. Wow, that was a definitely clear channeled message for you, Pal 3. Interesting. Underneath your deck, you have, the Four of Cups. Cautiously walking forward, hesitant, fearful. It's like that walking on eggshells type of feeling. Afraid of something, so you don't fully jump into it or embrace it. Or you jumped in and it fell through. Like there's something about regaining something for yourself here, my love. This whole situation is a catalyst for your change, for change. This is interesting. Okay, let's find out how to navigate through these energies then. Navigate through this chaos that you're feeling. Oh, they said to keep it in reverse. No. Okay, sorry guys. I'm just literally arguing. Because I wasn't going to use any reversals for this deck. That's the reason why I was like, no. And they're like, just leave it. Okay. Similar cards too. Pile 2. Or pile 1? I don't even know. One of the other decks. One of the other piles, sorry. Okay, my lovelies, what do you have here first is a burst of magic in the reverse, which I was debating with them, but I'm like, the Lady of Swords, there's a reason why that came out that way. So Divine Matrix is next, and then you have Great Big Love. So, like I said, there's something about you not trusting this burst of magic I was getting in the beginning, or you being sort of recluse before this energy came in. Like I said, there was a divine intervention in some way that imprinted or imbued or implanted this energy into your life, which feels, like I said, like a great big love. It feels very twin flame type of journey. And I think you were very cautious about it. And again, like I think you just showed some sort of poise, some sort of regality, that your worthiness of in some way. Or you are, but it's something like you still didn't fully trust it. I can see this now. But how they want you to navigate here is to trust in this magic, is what I'm getting. Trust in our intervention. Trust in this big love. And let them allow their energy to cast a mirror onto you so you can see into you. Into me I see the truth of what I need, which was that hesitation on either making a move or saying something or something like that. You know, like that hesitation is the regret here, is the chaos, that hesitation. And that tower energy with a deep breath, it's like Spirit is coming in again. And for this willing release, a release of whatever this lack of trust or doubt is, a release of the same energies, a release of, I don't know, projecting in a negative way onto other dynamics in your life. You know, there's a feeling here, my lovely, of allowing things to show you, allowing people to show you in unconscious ways about yourself, and for you to now act on what you've learned. Act on what you've learned. A willing release of this wish of the past version of yourself, so that you will no longer hesitate when you feel, hey, this could be something here. Why don't I say something? What am I so afraid of? Is the rejection worse than the not knowing? Underneath this deck here, it says sacred reverence. I love, there's a really, that's the better word, reverence. That's what the word would be. Instead of that, whatever words I use, there's a reverence about you that was definitely palpable and felt here. And I think that's vice versa, but there's something here that just doesn't feel like it's finished. It didn't work out. There's pain behind it, or there's resentment or anger even for some. Ace of Wands and the Moon. Yeah, like there's like repressed emotions here. Unspoken truths. You know, on both ends is what I feel truly. Interesting, pile 3. Let's get some more energies here on, we're going to get 3 on this side first. We have Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Interesting. Wall. Misunderstanding. Interesting. And 4-leaf clover. Great good fortune. You know what I feel like here? There's like something that, again, this is this doubt energy. You should accept valid criticism. I don't necessarily think this could be, it could be like that you receive something, you're like, maybe this isn't the right energy, or you felt some type of way. But when I said like, let people show you who you are. And there are certain things that you may have, or they may have misunderstood about the way you communicate, and that which will teach you something about yourself, and vice versa. All of it is good and gravy though, is what I'm getting at. This was a learning, again, a catalyst for learning, for radical change, for taking control of the parts that you weren't in control of, and for letting go of the controlling and letting go of the control of parts that you need to allow to willingly release. Then you have teardrops, great personal sorrow, which, like I said, there's a feeling of sadness here. We have career. Interesting. And we have torch. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So again, through this, you are learning, like we talked about. And I'm actually getting like, I'm not getting at all anything when it comes to actual career, to be honest. But if that's fitting for you, then so be it. What I'm getting here is make this a career out, meaning make it a career out of this learning. You know, the spiritual development, that is the career of learning from others, about your own personal sorrows, about actions you didn't take, about steps you wanted to but were too fearful of, rejection or otherwise, of seeing people for who they are, or being able to release them when they are no longer able to find a harmony within, whatever the case is. However, the feeling here is, and the duality within you, whether that being the spiritual within your financial, the spiritual within your material. So sorry, battery died, I mean. So as I was saying, I don't feel this has anything to do with your career. However, if it does, please let that apply. But it feels like you need to make a career out of this spiritual development, not necessarily legit, like literally a career, but may be so focused and geared towards that development that it becomes like a career for you, of personal growth, of understanding the self, of the reflections of other people in you, the projections that you might give out, and vice versa. The people and environments and situations that are catalysts for this radical change. Hence, going back to your card that you chose, a wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. And that's what this is, getting out of this personal sorrow, making a career out of that spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding of the self. So that's beautiful, pile 3. Let's find out your closing words here. How to ease this particular chaos in your life, obviously with everything that's also been brought up here for you. We have a feelings inventory. Absolutely, this is all about feelings for you. Check in on how you're feeling, how you're projecting, how you might be sabotaging, how you might be fearful of things, how you might be misunderstood or misunderstanding certain things. Are you extra sensitive about certain criticisms, certain things that have been said? a heart-to-heart. I definitely think a heart-to-heart is needed. I don't know if you're actually going to receive that heart-to-heart, but I do think it would help both parties if that was actually feasible. A meaningful meal, interesting. Maybe it's over a dinner. Maybe you just need to have a good meal and to check in with your feelings, have a heart-to-heart with yourself. And then a moment for gratitude and be thankful for all that you've learned, that you've gained, that you've experienced, that you've loved, that you've sacrificed. Yeah, and I really feel like step into your sacred reverence, my lovely. There is something about the dual nature within you, the dual nature about the situation or dynamic, but you are centered. And this is what this catalyst was. It's a wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts. This is what this gratitude energy is. Oh, my beautiful collective of Pal 3, I hope this served you. I hope this was helpful. I am sending you the most amount of love, and I hope this appeased some of the chaos that's happening. I'm sending you so much. Until next time, please keep on in your lives. Ciao.